Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your July tarot forecast. You are maybe dealing with other people who are still experiencing some kind of limitation, or their experience is maybe limiting you. I feel like in the center of your reading, I have a lot of responsibility, or maybe you're feeling overwhelmed, like you have a lot of responsibilities. Maybe you're feeling like whatever changes you want to make are going to require a lot of work. Or you're noticing that you are carrying a lot for other people. Maybe you feel like you're doing more work than you should be. Maybe you're noticing that other people are, it's like they say they're showing up, but then they don't. And then you have to like take over and do everything for them. So that can feel draining and frustrating and annoying. And I think that what you desire right now is a little bit more freedom in some way. I feel like on some level, for sure, you're just exhausted mentally, maybe emotionally, or maybe through July, you're going to start noticing, because now we're entering retrograde season. I think we have Mercury retrograde, Saturn retrograde, Neptune retrograde, and one more heavy influence. So there's the request to pause and to slow down for a minute so that you can really feel what you're feeling and recognize what needs to be recognized so that you can pivot and move forward in a new direction. Now, I feel like you can feel that you're getting closer to this new journey, or this new chapter, or this new door is opening. And I think because you're a water sign, we just had a very lucky new moon in Cancer, and Cancer is also a water sign. So first of all, if you missed that workshop, definitely go and watch it. You can pay whatever you want. It's a donation-based workshop. But that new moon was conjunct, it means together, with Jupiter. And Jupiter is inviting in expansion. But when we're focusing on a new moon with Jupiter in Cancer, and it's a water sign, you're going to feel this a lot. Cancer is a focus on what makes us feel seen and heard and safe and comfortable. And it's what we fight for and what we protect. So I think this past, week or so, you could be noticing that it's like maybe you want more from your connections, you want more for your life. Maybe you're starting to think about moving to a different country or a different location, or fixing something up in your home so that you can feel more comfortable. I feel like you definitely either already had a conversation, or you need to have a conversation with someone who's involved in this situation, someone who is close to you, so that you can get on the same page. And I feel like what I don't want for you to happen is that you do all this work, and that's that 10 of Wands. You're doing all this work, this emotional labor, or you're taking on a lot of responsibilities that are not yours. And I feel like you're just like rolling with the punches, and you're committed and you're going for it. But the goal is that all of that work is allowing you to feel more free, right? Like, this is how you actually want to feel right now. You want to feel light and free, and like you can explore and you can do your thing. And instead you're feeling this, which is like a little bit of this overwhelm. And I think it's because, like, with this Four of Cups reverse and the Strength card here reverse, on some level you're a little bit bored. You're just like, I'm tired of being bored. And like, life is short, I think that you're just going to start really recognizing, like, if I don't like this, I'm not going to do it. If I'm bored here, I'm going to go. If this is not exciting me, then why am I still sticking around? Like, why am I committed to this? Like, and that's a beautiful thing, because you're allowing yourself more liberation to make decisions that are actually aligned with who you are now and not who you've been. So that's beautiful, but you're definitely prioritizing either love, collaborations, connections. I have this 10 of Cups, which is beautiful. And I feel like there's definitely, especially with this 3 of Cups here, like, there's definitely the desire to hold on, the desire to expand, the desire to continue feeling good with this person or with these people or on this team or whatever it is. But beside that, I have this King of Swords reverse. And I feel like there's just a lot of question marks, because the King of Swords reverse is a little bit confused. It's like, it feels good, but there's something in the back of my mind that's like, it's like itching at me. Now with this 9 of Cups reverse and the 7 of Wands reverse, I feel like maybe it's connected to your values or what you want for yourself. Or maybe you're noticing that what you really liked about this job or about this connection, about this person, collaboration, project, whatever is before, it felt very satisfying. And it's like you got on the same page with the other person and you were both satisfied. And now with you having the Nine of Cups reverse, I feel like maybe you're sort of losing your satisfaction, but they're still satisfied. And now it's like, oh my God, how do I manage this? Because it's like, for example, you're like, okay, let's do it. Let's book this trip and go for it. And then you book the trip. And then on the trip, you're kind of like, oh my God, why am I here? Like, sorry, I have a little bit of a cold. It's like, why am I here? I don't like this. I don't know if I want to be here. What am I doing? And the other person's like, isn't this amazing? Isn't this wonderful? Don't you just love this trip? And you're like, yeah, no, I'm good. But like inside, you're like, I don't know if I'm good. It's like, oh my God. But because there's already like the perceived agreement that you're good, you have to be like, I'm good. So it's like, it's a bit of a shit show. However, I think what's really important, because you have this King of Pentacles and this Knight of Pentacles, is like, how much are you willing to sacrifice for what you want? Do you want to collaborate with another King of Pentacles? Or are you happy with, coming down a notch and connecting with the Knight of Pentacles? Because the Knight of Pentacles is actually great. Like the Knight of Pentacles, this is a good energy. It's stable, it's secure, it's safe, it's not really moving, actually, now that I look at it, because the horse is actually like, he's not moving. But like the king is a whole other fucking level. Like this king is just a whole other level. So you maybe will notice through July, through retrograde season, where you are at one level and other people are at a different level. And that doesn't mean that they can't get to your level, but how much time are you willing to wait? I think there's also something that's coming up like in your psyche about like surrendering control and what that really means. Because there's this idea of like, okay, I'm just going to surrender. I'm going to go with the flow. But really what that's doing is like avoiding responsibility. Like there is a part of this community, of this like, like spiritual industry or whatever, that is so like focused on like, okay, we just go with the flow and everything's just flowing with the flow. And it's like, yes, but if we are just constantly going with the flow, then it's like, at what point do we take action and do we decide our fate and our destiny, and we're committed to building something and we're in it and we're going for it, instead of just being like, I'm surrendering to the flow and I'm going to see what happens. It's just like, I want you to, like Six of Swords, King of Cups, both reversed. I want you to recognize where you are just spinning in circles because you surrendered to the flow and you got caught in this fucking drain that just keeps you going and going and going and going and going and going. And it's like, maybe the actual request is for you to not just like, lift up your paddle and just be in the boat spinning and you're like, oh, I'm just like spinning and spinning. Like, no, maybe you need to put that paddle down and work with the current and work with the boat and work with the paddle to get yourself out and to actually move in a different direction. Does that mean that you need to kick everyone out and burn it all down and break up and run? Like, no, it doesn't mean that, but it means the spiral that we're stuck in, that we're just convincing ourselves we're just going to go with the flow and it's like, we need to wake up. And I think that is what Neptune retrograde is really going to show us. We also have Uranus entering Gemini on the 7th, which is like, this is cracking things open. Like our mind is going to be shifting. Our perspectives are going to be shifting. And this is an invitation for you to say like, okay, these are the things that I want. These are the things that I need. And these are the things that I'm okay with. And then these are the things that like, I'm just not happy with. And I can't like gaslight myself into thinking it's okay. Like it's not. Or if it's not, then we say something and we adjust it if we can. And if everyone is willing and ready to adjust and then you're satisfied, then good, keep going. But something about this needs to change. You know what I mean? So work with that new moon energy That was I would say it was probably the luckiest new moon of the year. It was beside Jupiter. This is inviting in connections, collaborations, expansion, money, opportunity, and all those things that will make us feel actually comfortable and safe and seen and heard and supported. So I invite you to go watch the New Moon Workshop. Keep in mind, I'm also giving away 2 free trips to Portugal. Okay, so we have Jupiter in Cancer. This is one of Jupiter's favorite places to be in the sky. Okay, so he's very powerful here. And Jupiter in Cancer is inviting in a lot of opportunity for a lot of amazing shit. I talk about all of that in the Jupiter in Cancer workshop. If you download that workshop, you will be automatically entered to win a free trip to Portugal. I'm giving away 2 flights, accommodations, 500 euros spending money, and you get a free spot in my 1-week retreat here in Portugal. So come visit. I will see you soon. Hopefully you win. Download the workshops. They're very helpful. And I promise you, especially because you're a water sign, you're going to want to pay attention to what's happening in the other water signs. Okay? I just saw 11:11 on the timer. I'll see you very soon, Scorpio. Let me know if this was helpful. And send it to a friend. Share it on your Instagram story. Instagram literally told me that they're not sharing these videos to the public anymore for some reason, only to my followers. So like, I don't fucking know why. Anyways, share this if you can. I love you. I'll see you very soon. Ciao.